we get the carry across the series? Did you ever think about that? Maybe, just maybe, Tizian's got more to offer. If he can give us another standout performance here on Nuke, well then my eyes are fully open.
Well, this is where they wanted to take it.
T-side gonna manage across. Of course, it is ENCE on the offense. Diha in with the kill. Hades gets one before dying with the bomb in mini.
Oh. But they do have
Madden downstairs.
Yeah, and the CT starting to come back up the vent.
Snappy's gonna confirm it. Kills one inside of the squeaky. Spinks silently slips past Hut. Madden finishes Searson, and the dual Berettas fall. So we've got raps upon raps. And it all falls flat, unfortunately, for Big.
Funny how that works out. You lose the bomb in mini, it works to your advantage.
Not supposed to go that way.
It isn't, but I can understand why they were confused. Like, it was a nice fast rotation up the vent from Madden. Caught him off, and I think when Snappy died, they knew where the last two were. So Spinks very ready for this. ENCE win the first. Yeah, I mean, Big can pick Nuke, but it doesn't make it any easier. Not versus ENCE.
Scout from Searson over towards ramp, and sure enough, he finds Spinks. But ENCE overwhelmed the ramp room. It is theirs now. Spinks is going to decide to stick around. Passes bomb over to Snappy with the AK. So they're just leaving, you know, a MAC-10 as an insurance policy. And if anything, it's just an anchor for information. Oh, that's nasty. Tizian!
Oh, he hasn't stopped.
Oh my god.
Wow. He really hasn't.
Double headshot.
He's in the zone.
Back to back on Diha and Madden. Now Hades comes out from his corner. Man advantage still very much in the hands of Big. And then, of course, we've got Crimbo about to flank into the lobby. So Hades, he's about to get sandwiched between these two CTs. Oh. He will still kill Favin. That's something.
Yeah, it could be really important. Small timing.
But Searson's downstairs, comfortable as he can be inside of control room. Oh, it's gushed. And this T-side smoke, Spinks, yeah, he's going to get no-scoped in the kneecaps. Snappy into the clutch now. He's got coverage from the utility. Here's them fumbling down the vents. There's two over towards Decon, and he already knows about Searson towards control. He gets dinked, he kills two, and he's hanging on by a thread. As Snappy locks in back sight, it's tabsson to round it, and Big to upset it. Again, these pistols mean nothing.
Yeah, it's true. Very nice round there from Searson. Actually, really smart. I mean, when he gets smoked out of control, of course, it would be normal to go down to the control door, look for another chance back in. But instead, he goes up to the smoke, and that's exactly where Spinks thinks he's going to leave. And these two 1-digs from Tizian, actually meaningful. Really good stuff. Also, nice attempt from Snappy. Denied by tabsson. It's like dropping a penny down a well. Not that those exist anymore.
Valid point. Inflation, man.
No, they just removed pennies, remember?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Oh. tabsson not caught as he jumps around to blue. And then finds Snappy on the secret stairs. Looking for a second above Mini. Searson close to the steps. Waits with the A1S. 5v4. Solo AK for Madden. Locks into a bit of a duel here. And doesn't need to be his end-all. Just size it up. Maybe the Deagle can get the better of tabsson. What's left of him. 66 HP. Ah, but he finds that little gap.
Lean.
Down goes Madden.
ENCE style is very good for nuke. Good executes for upper, which are hard to pull off, and really good at map control when it comes to outside. A lot of good lurkers on this team. So it's a very nice fit. It's like a glove.
waiting game sinking in. 10 seconds. Make sure you don't die after time, and they won't. But they also get nothing other than Hades hanging on to the AK deep in garage.
Yeah, they delay for him. Hades will chill with this.
Oh, Crimbo? No. All good.
That one round was about the length of 4 rounds back on Mirage. So, wait, do they have a buy behind the AK? That's actually, where's the money at?
No, little halvesies.
Well, yeah, okay, well, they invest.
Yep.
They invest fully, even though it's 2 in a row, which is actually kind of awkward. So they're investing because of the AK.
It's getting weird.
Yeah, they would have saved.
This time they've got to get more than they did from the last round.
Yes.
You've got to.
They are officially buying to win here.
Mandatory.
We get the fast cross on low util.
Pop it quickly down into the decon. Ooh, Searson goes over and goes down. So the AK's up. That's an M4 that can be grabbed. Nobody outside can really stop it. Tabson playing a bit more passive. But did they lose it?
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird how they don't have that now. And the AK goes down. A nice find from Tabson. Key player out. And yeah, I mean...
He lost it.
They lost it?
I'm in the server. I'm looking around. Yeah, he's running around red trying to find it. It's just disappeared.
That is kind of nuts. What happened to this AK? Or this M4?
Oh, here it is. It's at the bottom of silo, but he just doesn't see it.
Oh, it just blew away.
Oh, it fell into the shadows.
Creepy.
There it is. Smoke over towards Mini. Tabson revealing his position, but ready for the challenge in front of the boxes. And he shaves off Spinks's forehead. So now it's just Snappy's AK. Man, these rounds are really fizzling out. This is not very inspired.
No, it's not.
It's not very... It's nothing, really nothing. So
It's
now next round, they're really going to have nothing.
Now they're
except
cursed.
for the saved AK.
Well, that's literally what happened last round. They bought. So
Yep.
are they going to buy again?
They better not.
I think they should.
You think they should? They will buy for eternity.
That would have been nice to keep. Searson. Oh, he put a Tabson one on there too.
You know, shout out to the homies. But, yeah, all right.
Okay.
They're not going to buy around it. Just a few $100 each person. Low Tech 9, P250, a frag. Keeping around $2,000 each. They're just going to lean on Snappy to maybe make some magic happen.
Yeah, they were just waiting for a loss bonus to pile up a bit.
Down goes Hades already. We get the AK at least popping off. A bit more impact. Trying to queue up the hut hit. And Matting goes down to Tizian. Standing out in the open. Not a big risk if you catch him off guard, and of course with the lesser weapons. But here comes Snappy's second chance. All shut down by Crimbo. Playing like NAF. Diha. Damn. P250 straight to the face. AK upgrade, almost enough to get Tabson. You know, then he's got 2 kills.
No armor.
Maybe a little something happened, but exactly. Didn't really have the tools for the job. That one slips through their fingertips. Big continue to lead. 4-1 on this CT side. Maybe ENCE can finally get a real buy going.
Yeah, it's about time. I guess they haven't been able to save for the op, which they don't need, of course. And we'll see what kind of round that we can get. Of course, we just haven't exhausted many options. Snappy, I guess he's going to go Galil, get his full kit of utility. And they can still do basically anything. I think this feels more like the kind of first establishing round of the game for ENCE. What's got you confused?
Oh. I can't find... I've lost a bind.
Oh, okay.
Server. I went and found the M4. Now I can't get back to DJ's observing.
Well, you're going to catch as many kills as him then.
Oh!
So, hey.
Got him.
All right.
Not important. Time to watch ENCE with guns. Little nade damage. Tabson with the flash. Trying to set himself up. But doesn't actually peek around it. Doesn't want to try to force the issue. Molly on to Searson. He has to give up his angle. Tabson actually finds the lineup. And that's an IGL down for ENCE. Calling from the sidelines from here on out.
Wow. Simple for Searson. These pickups are looking too easy. Madden will finally answer back. They really didn't want to work for Secret on that one. Trying to sneak into the positions without any resource expenditure. And on this round they did, I think they had some utility. I thought they had a pretty decent buy. But they are just getting picked apart and mowed down.
Got an open A site, at the very least, but Hades actually hasn't... Okay, now he has crossed over.
Yeah, there's no Heaven player to stop this plant from coming down.
Backside control.
Not bad.
Smoking a flash, and the smoke goes towards Mini.
Actually winnable.
Deep smoke, though. Hades, he's going to start pressing up. We got a heavy lobby emphasis. He wants to get that free kill on the guy inside of Vent, but now Madden just standing on an island, and Favin crisp and clean.
Nice.
2 kills his way, 5-1. Big CT side. Surviving this test quite easily so far. You know, this has really been a tale of the CT sides tonight.
So, oddly enough, they lost to Fnatic 7-16 on Nuke. Before that, they dumpstered MIBR, FURIA, and MIBR again, 16-7, 16-8, and 16-4. Versus some slightly better competition. They actually lost to Vitality as a major to not qualify to playoffs. That was a big one in the overtime game. But yeah, of course, lots of reps here for Big on their Nuke. I want to say like, oh, they're like working on it. They're doing really well. But honestly, some of these rounds look really easy. You know, walking down, getting off from Searson, like the crowd speak into it, like they want to take that dry duel. And I'm not sure if it's because they didn't feel like they had enough utility to go through all the motions in lower to get Searson back before peeking him. But that was just an easy shot. I mean, he was just started secret. They didn't see him on the outside cross. He obviously could have been there. But they didn't really want to work for it. So not exactly sure what the deal is, but it's definitely a quiet map. It's a quiet series from the T perspective, that's for sure. Not really much room for a full exec once again. They'll throw the smokes for the cross outside and oh wow, he only manages to take 8 damage in that second molly. That's pretty good. 2 have already rotated lower, with ramp being watched as well. So outside is the sore spot, but no one's wrapping to hell.
Searson wants to take a bit more of an active angle. Ooh, wow. Nice second onto Spinks. There's a third player coming, but there's also the hut peek.
They have Tabson watching it.
Okay, then no problem. Diha gets caught out by Favin within the vents. Hades never comes through the hut. So sure enough, Tabson just playing the waiting game as another round fizzles out from ENCE.
They're just dying quietly here. We're seeing almost no peek assisted with a flashbang. They haven't done any executes. They threw some outside smokes to get Diha downstairs. And then I guess tried to combine it with I don't know exactly if they were why they're peeking Squeaky before Diha made any kind of presence. I honestly just not exactly sure. So we know they have execs, of course. They just haven't used them. Second shot was beautiful.
Yeah, nice follow-up.
Maybe things look different if he gets that, but I mean, we just see Favin in the vent waiting. They have a second player downstairs.
Yeah, Diha was.
They had things covered. Yeah.
Yep. That's a very comfortable round win from Big. So 5 rounds the lead. Maybe something a little bit quicker. Something on character for ENCE. Ooh, that Molotov does tons of damage. And the smoke grenade just kind of blocks out the T side. They decide not to throw anything else at it, and all that's really done is lost the Madden. Majority of the HP gone from Spinks and Hades at half. Now you're just stranded in lobby yet again, and you don't have any utility to follow up.
Yeah, they were screwed if they came through that, but they have to cancel. Wow. A shot from Searson over top of Mini, and more get picked off outside. And the round ends 7-1.
It's a 12-2 start from Tabson, 10-4 from Searson. Look how sharp this guy is right now.
Wow, that's hard. I miss that every time.
Diha doing a little jiggle and just can't shake the crosshair. So ENCE continue to try and play catch up. Another gun round comes out.
Just seeing some pressure would be good. Yeah. Okay.
There it is. Oh, but Tabson fully blind. Just sprays, commits, crosses his fingers, and sure enough hits it. Spinks, he'll be popped on his drop down through vents. Hades finds the trade frag. Late peek out from Hut, meant to get man advantage. Double door swing. Crimbo good. And Hades able to answer, but he's outnumbered. He can just get this bomb plant and then see what else maybe falls into his lap. He's got 37 health and a barrel to the back of his dome. That is 8-1 for Big. This CT side, full of life, full of fast rotates, full of procedures.
And just watching for the walkouts. They're watching for the walkouts, catching them every step of the way. Here's one with, it looks like an upper exec at first. They molly top Hut. They just open up Squeaky a little bit, but Tabson catches one at least, even though they get the entry through Squeaky. And Searson's shot goes through the vent. Nearly hits Hades. But ultimately, he takes damage, and then he gets killed. Easy at the end. That's the first fast tactic that's kind of a fake as well. Coming out of ENCE.
In the interview we did with Snappy, he gave a lot of credit to Saw, actually, the coach behind him. Said that when they came in, maybe they had a bit more of a different outlook on how to play things, but they've really found that middle ground with time. And he's, saying that he is really a very useful tool.
Yeah.
It's allowed for Snappy to become a better caller himself, so.
Yeah, and the structure's really good where he is in control of the roster and then Snappy is second as the IGO, kind of like, top down power structure right there. Favin, Searson, grabbing a couple. And this is a full outside cross, and there's just not even enough HP to run through this. Ooh, and Tabson lives.
For now. Snappy slides off the roof. Looks to wrap around the garage. Tabson back turn to it. There's the flash. Oh, Tabson almost got away from everything, but only lives a little bit longer. Tizian trying to milk this for everything he can, and he shuts down the red play. They know where Snappy's at. They've nearly got him killed already. And Tizian from up top, not even needed. He tucks his head and allows for Favin to come out from secret. That is impact from Tizian. He's no longer needing to carry, but he comes through with a round win. 9 the way of Big.
Damn, they shut that down. They even pushed Hut off the outside presence. Searson's having a great game and really nice setup outside. Dude, minute 14, you're getting flanked on silo. What in the world? This is crazy. Shut up. It's so hard to piece together why this wouldn't be competitive. When you think back on how close Big were to winning Mirage, it's just even crazier to think about. Ooh, wow. Okay.
All right.
They can take vents with this, take control. Do they have utility to shut down the ramp push? Well, Crimbo's already made his rotation in.
Oh, he gets dinked.
Yeah, they can open decon on him too, yeah.
Pistol's doing great right now. Snappy, little spam, Tech 9. Desert Eagle tries to chase. We get the push out from Tabson, and all of a sudden, ENCE win one.
Back in the game.
All of a sudden, ENCE win one.
They got the cross is secret, and then Diha hits this. I mean, that's when you get killed that fast. There's just no time to call for rotation, so that's when it's supposed to be over. And they do a good job of expanding through decon and control side, and then as soon as Crimbo's like, all right, well, I can't stay in dark, get mollied out and die, so I got to make a play. They wait for him. They kill him. I feel like because of Mirage, I'm not exactly sure what Big will have to offer on their T side, so I'm like kind of worried for them anyways, even though ENCE, they're just not doing a ton. That's a nice find too. Searson going to the spot you hate.
Gets clipped. Ooh, but then Hades. Scoped in. Honed in. Hammers home the frag versus Tabson. Searson is one of those players who does love a good top garage. But a little bit late to that one. Access denied.
Amount of money left here on Big. They can almost afford to lose this round, which is nuts.
Interesting. Madden, he's up in heaven. There's a player in vent. No, there's not. He's back site. Oh, dude, that vent to A rotate looking clean.
Ouch.
Madden finds Tizian as well. So B site is actually the place you don't want to go.
I think they might figure it out. Madden's just going to be hunting. There's so much time left on the clock.
You can even run the risk. Send Hades in. Just see what's up. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Nice shot. Okay, well.
Now they're going to commit to Crimbo. He buys a little bit more time, and then Madden comes through with another clean headshot. So ENCE from the pistol shenanigans of the last round into the follow-up with the rifles. That's 3 at least.
That was a nice way to counter it. Whoa. Shot's good too. Hades, big round. The op kill inside of decon. That was a fast reaction. Thought Favin had that hook, line, and sinker. And yeah, still some money to chew through. Still some stuff to prove.
Snappy's out the door. Ooh, with the flashbang. A little bit awkward. Favin recovers. Looks for a second. And Tizian's going to give him that helping hand. Spinks in with the double kill.
Oh my god.
He's on 95 health. Hades down to 40. Crimbo's got to give up his angle for the time being. And with the paint can smoke. Looks like 2 CTs sent towards Mini. We've got a bit of money in the bank account, but maybe now they justify the retake.
Yeah, I think
it looked like they were on the brink of just giving it up, but
you got to now, yeah.
We got Spinks still front sight. He gets caught by Tabson, falls onto Hades. Just gonna need one, but he gets killed from the heaven peak, and Tabson, with those 2 kills, jumps on top of Bomb. That is double digits to the big camp on the CT side in a retake that they almost didn't go for.
100%. I think you're right. If they didn't find this smoke spam kill from Tabson, he's, oh my god. Spinks spray transferred to the top of hut. Wow. Through the smoke as well. Oh, it's a really bad smoke in Mini. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I want to know who threw that smoke too. Leave it to Tabson to punish.
Nice kill, Spinks.
That, was supposed to be a good spot. If they weren't lurking in any way in front of a smoke, if they were not trying to spot a crack either, then there was a world where a big don't go for it. But instead they do. They get 10. There's still enough money here after the streak from ENCE to buy again. I don't know what happens in the second half. I'm wondering.
Yeah, I'm really... Because of Mirage, right? This has been an entire series of CT sides.
Oh, Jesus.
Quite nasty.
Whole outside push shut down just by Diha.
Oh, and then Hades, he catches the one trying to get into the lobby, but a back turn to Searson. That will offer up some kind of an answer. How much of an answer, still yet to be seen, but...
Crimbo's coming out of the ramp too, so they just have upstairs taken down. and Big actually might save. I don't know if they have to. Money-wise, Tabson can drop the op. Maybe they need to save one gun to be safe. So I guess why not do 2? Does look like there's about 0% chance they win this retake. So, shout out to Ziha for that one. I heard Snappy say Daicha.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do with myself. I thought I was trying to pronounce it properly this whole time.
So did Snappy just give up?
Maybe Snappy gave up, yeah. I think Polish is his 3rd language anyway.
Terrorists win.
And I'm sure it's also not like Diha and not Daicha, but like somewhere in between. So we got to try extra hard. I want to give it the respect it deserves, but if Snappy's opening that door, you know, how many of us slide through with him? ENCE's wild rodeo of a T side now up to 4. And taps it. Oh, man.
Wow.
He just ends Diha and then finds Snappy as well. So 2 kills, 1 thanks to the nade.
I think Searson hit him through the box.
Would make sense. And it's big to establish an 11-4 CT side. As long as they close the 5v3. What type of shenanigans could ENCE get into to bring this one back? Yeah, my thoughts too, Madden.
It's like when a cat jumps in water.
Yeah, that's so true. Martyrdom perk. He drops the nade as he dies. Smoke on top of the doorway. Favin's gonna go down vent just in case they try to push the issue. And sure enough, the bomb has now been thrown out through the squeaky doors. So this is big with 11 on a CT side. But it's also big who didn't give us much in that first T-half on Mirage either. So
yeah,
there
and
are big
also
questions.
neither team did, and then they both went crazy on CT side.
Yeah.
So
We've got big questions, but it is still a big defensive half out of the German camp. An 11th. Queued up. And Spinks, what's you got left in you? Ah, nothing more than the 1. So no early celebrations out of ENCE. And therefore, could still be won by ENCE. Assuming they get away with a solid CT start. Hades, 2 kills. Crimbo and Searson, they've got the frags back for big. But patience from Madden.
assassination.
And Crimbo is stuck in a weird spot. So just go ahead and grab your bomb plant, bud.
He's the clutcher.
Yeah, but his smoke's a little off the mark. Spinks finds the headshot in an instant. And that is ENCE quickly to 5 with momentum on the CT side.
I would instantly start sweating if I was on big. Instantly. Perspiring.
Sweating bullets. The backwards jump on ramp. Can't stop Hades. Only Crimbo can do that. This was nice. This was nice. Yeah, smoke's a little short there, Crimbo. A little short. Hades doesn't look satisfied with the fix.
Yeah. Said it could be better. He's a perfectionist.
Yeah, I want the best.
It's fixed. What do you mean? It could be better.
Number 2 in the world right now, by the way. What a world we live in. The comeback, man. The comeback of not only Snappy to this crazy next level with an international roster, but just ENCE as an organization.
100%. They had a long road to go international. We all know how, unsuccessful most teams have been. So it's a bold move, but I think things lined up partly because they picked a good Danish IGL who clearly did not have the team or the options before going international, and they trusted it. And when he got the options, He delivered. All these players for sure are super solid, but you don't have that guy to tie them together. You might never see them play well. You might never see them achieve anything. So I think what we've seen is just a really great experiment for ENCE, and a brave thing to do, if you know, to go from like an all finish lineup to try it. It's risky. You kind of segregate your fan base, and you risk falling into obscurity. But it didn't happen that way because they have Natu.
Yes.
The GOAT.
A legend in his own right. And they kept a little bit of Finnish flavor with Saw as the coach.
And they don't have an academy team, but they have Natu's children. Which there are a lot of them, and they're getting older.
Yeah. Maybe one day. Snappy. Oh, under a bit of pressure as the Glocks come running at him. Favin, hands on the MP9. Ooh, Spinks, it's a little bit messy. They're going to charge him down. That's now 2 kills off of just those standardized pistols, but no bomb plant. Hades wasting not even a sliver of a second to shut down any real attempt at money. Favin still killing people, but now he's got an M4.
He doesn't have armor, but he does have some HP. If it was an AK, of course, it might be a little scarier. But no bomb. And, I mean, what can Favin do? Wrap ramp, I guess?
Yes, he can, and yes, he will.
Okay. I mean, it is kind of a weird thing. So there is a world where he gets the first fight for free. This would be quite a clutch, though, Favin. 2 kills already.
Now, just now, they start to check their back.
Yeah.
Hades. Internal timing was perfect. Read it and ended it. Nice and easy. Actually, not nice and easy. You just lost 3 players to only Glocks, essentially.
It was pricey.
Ooh, the burst.
The burst emerald.
Tried to hit him with the drop kick.
It hits him with the jump, man.
What belt did you get to in karate?
Orange.
Oh. Well, that's not half bad.
No, Taekwondo.
Oh.
Karate only white.
Oh, that's literally the worst.
But I still multidisciplinary.
Oh, okay.
MMA master. And I haven't lost a fight. Oh, but Diha has.
Yes, he has. Tries to take off a piece of Searson, gets AK'd in the head. Now the wall of smokes goes up, and Searson wants to cross down secret. What's down there? It's Madden. Ooh, and
interesting.
That nade just landed on him.
What if they walked by? Oh, well, all right.
Well,
what if he peeked?
They will walk by. His dead body, leaving him spewed out, flattened. And Spinks making a bit of sound as he falls out from heaven. Big have gone quiet till they break the windows. So Snappy's locked in this corner. What's the move here? Smoke over towards ramp, flashbang. They're going to clear above, but not the right spot. Oh, Snappy! He shuts down both.
Yeah, is he worried about decon? Has a door not come open?
Not yet.
They're still deep in decon. He gets his total reposition off.
2 players in through double.
Yeah, topside is the move.
But now there's another one.
Control. Oh, okay.
He turns his back to the double doors. It's kind of weird because the timing they start to trickle out from all directions. Spinks!
What?
1v3, he gets the second. He's got an incendiary for the backside. 15 seconds here for Favin. He smokes out the molly, and that is Spinks' invitation to just slowly push forward. Peeks left, and Spinks with 3!
Dude, he pulls the clutch off. No way. Has to pull it back. Hit the guy in control first. They did that 2v5 off the 2 first kills from Snappy. And that's, of course, info on the third. The intention's known that they're going downstairs. And they just don't perform this split properly. They come out of control room, and that's not a weird spot for Snappy to be in. They might have thought the downstairs was clean, but they don't get the refrag. But they have 5 players. You know, it's pretty much unacceptable. But leave it to Spinks. Leave it to Spinks to pull off a round like that.
Oh, look at it. Leaves him with...
Oh, that's crazy.
So, we've got a T side that is still without a round win. Despite that 5v2. Madden, MP9, making money. Can't manage all the players that try to peek and push past him. Here comes Spinks in from Vents. Nice answer from Tizian. But he now has to do everything else as well, and he is very quickly ended. A shot to the head, an AK upgrade for Snappy, and an 8th round for ENCE. That lead, a measly 3 rounds.
It really is. We don't know how important that opportunity was. That was just lost. 5v2 with lore control, man. That was a tough one. I think you said Wonder Bar. We had one of those the other day.
Yes, I brought it all the way from Canada to give it to Freya.
And it was Wonder Bar.
Wonder Bar. I also had her try ketchup chips, a real Canadian delicacy.
Nothing fast. Just some nades.
Op fight. Oh, missed shot from Searson.
Sometimes he is too fast.
Hit shot from Hades,
yeah,
but not a lethal one. Spinks, headshot into Favin.
Looks like he pushed Hut.
Yes, he did. That he did. Oh, we shot him through the floor. He's standing next to the ladder halfway up. There he is, splattered up the top. Ew. Dia above the hut. Gonna replace that smoke with fire, or, oh, nope. Teammates util drop from the sky.
He said, I insist. They can hang on to that. Of course, it looks like they're about to go upstairs. This squeaky smoke just slows them down. But with that utility left over, it might be quite a trying execute. And yeah, they feel the upper hit coming in. More delay, and now they're going to be nervous about trying this, recognizing how prepared the CTs are. But I think they're still going to.
Here it comes. 20 seconds, Spinks, Snappy, and Madden. Just a trio of kills. Nothing whatsoever.
Right.
It felt like the CTs were very much ready for that one, and they delivered.
It was 11-4. Feels like years ago, though. This is obviously also ENCE's best map. They are on a 4-map win streak. G2 was their closest win, 16-14, but they beat FURIA on it, 69. They beat Faze on it at Dallas, 16-8. They beat MOUZ on it, 16-9. Last loss was versus NaVi at the major. No shame to losing to NaVi on Nuke.
That was the shot too fast from Searson. Here's that kill from Spinks. Just goes for the hut play. Absolute wreckfest inside of the lobby. Now those flashbacks to Mirage have to be sinking into their heads. Very fresh wound. Curbing out the money, coming through with the armored Tech 9s. Ton of utility here, actually, for Big. But what's the game plan?
Oh. I guess they wouldn't have known about this either. It's a good spot for Madden to be in.
Dodged the first flash, heard the vent drop. Ooh, doesn't get a chance to follow, but Hades will quickly clip Tizian as he comes around the corner.
Their vent guy.
Favin busts the window open. Remember, Snappy, super low HP right here. Oh, the Tech 9 doesn't kill him, but Searson will. That kept Favin busy for a second, allowed for Madden to get that much closer. Doors are already swung open. 2 Ts to the right side. Peek, Spinks, he's getting pulled in both sides. And Tabson delivers 2 kills off of that picked up M4. If Big can crack through like this, that is a sigh of relief. A round they have no business winning. And yet now they have all the tools they need, plus the bomb plant.
Wow, they won't even go for it because the op's in play. I think with rifles, honestly, they might try it. They know that this was a half buy, but the upgraded guns with the armor, it's a bit too much. So Big actually pulled through a great tactic here and getting the vent dropped off so smoothly, right? They send someone through Squeaky through 2 smokes. They have to path it perfectly. And when Crimbo gets downstairs, he can make sure that it's easier for his teammates to, hit the ramp. And they do a good job of doing that. They lose only Tizian on this round and stop ENCE's streak. They still only pick up 12 off a fast round on a half buy, and it feels like that's like the only rounds that T's are winning right now in this series. So it's nice, and it's really good for the economy, but it doesn't tell us anything about their full rifle rounds. The irony of only winning these half buys. Maybe less is more. Last tack timeout is actually called here from ENCE. Wow. Could be plenty of rounds to go. Twister will be able to chime in.
Saw.
Oh, sorry.
The other Finn.
Yeah.
Last chance to give input.
And I can be around main and
Then it's hands off.
let's go, boys.
That was freaking spooky.
Yeah,
What the hell?
like that.
Drums of war pound.
tabseN great across both maps. 23 and 11.
Ooh, fast at it.
Honestly, this is the kind of pressure I was expecting to see in the first half. I'm really surprised they didn't do more spams through the hut and through Squeaky. It's a lot of free damage that was turned down. Hades is on the hunt after Searson got his first kill, and he has found quite a big amount of space outside. They are quite slow inside the lobby right now, and Hades kills tabseN. Presumably, it could have been lining up a smoke in that position, so this actually could push them forward into their demise. 2 upstairs.
Crumble up on the rooftops, ready to pelt them with utility.
Madden doesn't have a smoke for himself, so he's kind of playing pretty actively here. And Hades has found himself back at the ramp.
Oh, Favin. Down goes the vent player. Suddenly, Diha's going to feel a little bit lonely. Never mind, Heaven player comes. Smoke down on the doorway. He hears the footsteps. Snappy delivers 2 kills already. There comes Diha. He's got a player down beneath him. He's just trying to minimize himself. Op shot from Searson would be huge. Draws him out, and Diha ends it. Snappy with 2, Diha with 2.
Yeah.
A site closed.
They try. It's a little bit better this time. I mean, they get the Searson kill, which is enormous, but Hades had a great round. He answered back outside, and within 2 seconds, it felt like he was back at ramp, and that allowed him to focus down on upper, so rotations were real smooth here. And yeah, you can really always trust Yeehaw to anchor. Wow, that jump actually baited the shot from Searson.
Very nice move.
Upper holds have been sound. And they didn't want to remolly the top of hut for the exit.
Crimbo trying to keep it quick. Instead, he gets caught. Spinks with the nade hit. tabseN, though, on the other side of all of that util, while his entire team tries to use it to cross. Oh, Searson then able to follow suit. Now, they don't know that tabseN hasn't gone downstairs with his teammates. Tizian getting softened up, but Searson giving great cover. Enough cover to get that bomb down. Diha, he's going to drop down into the dark. Oh, gets the headshot. Locked in is Tizian and low HP. Frag over the top. Oh, down to 4. Wow. Diha stays so aware of the situation, and now tabseN, his back is turned. Executed by Madden. ENCE come through with 11.
That smoke was beautiful. I mean, the drop down in the dark, the play there from Diha, I mean, walls didn't exist for him in that moment. He knew exactly what they were going to do, saw that the plant was open, they must be on the ramp, and zoned him perfectly. Alley-ooped himself, man. That was awesome. And this was after a really solid couple of kills from Searson. Great coverage coming down the ramp. Sorry, coming down the secret and killing the vent player, and then going into site, assisting with the bomb plant. And so suddenly the best thing about this round was the money made off of it. But ENCE are looking to tie this game. Which again, you could almost forecast coming out of Mirage, but you don't want to believe it was true. But for whatever reason, CT sides have been outrageous in this series. And Searson's been doing really great, honestly, on the opening kills. But it should be harder for them to get them. I don't know how many more chances he'll get.
Oh,
Wow.
hell yes.
That is a shot.
Love to see it.
They have no idea about this big rush timing either.
tabseN comfortably deep. Waiting for that secret peek. csworld slides off mini.
Ooh, but he's been called to go back, and actually it's right when Madden searches outside. And there is somebody still here that's in the big garage.
But they have no vision of vents, I guess, because Madden's very concerned about it.
Yeah, I think he needs to clear outside so he can just focus on lower, basically. But right now, he's just kind of watching both things. There's no flash support for him to take the peek. And there will be a time when he peeks up because they have to make a decision. So yeah, he does now.
Here we go.
The big garage lurk. Oh, it's cut off.
That's a critical kill.
Yeah, it is. That is an upper player, though, that they know about.
They've got 2 flashes. That's it. Big. It's just coming in. Guns a-blazing. Hades. He almost collaterals. Spinks cuts off Tizian. He comes out. His second kill connects. And all the while, csworld's just waiting for something to happen from outside. This one falls flat. Nice flick up into Madden. At least gets revenge for tabseN. But that is ENCE's 12th. And we are talking tied game on Nuke.
Yeah, they're asking a lot of csworld right now. He's getting really pivotal, or should be pivotal, opening kills. Outside every time, hitting hard shots. 5v4s with no trade in sight. So much space being taken over, but no conversions. No conversions. I mean, look at this one. Wow, that is an unbelievable flick. But
Big
this moment,
pickup.
yeah, this
Madden
moment.
getting that kill back. Imagine that goes the other way. tabseN finds the frag instead. Oof.
They kind of still walk out upper the same way, exposed to mini, even with that going down, but at least they would have had an extra player to try to attack the site with. Could have made the difference.
Yeah, it could have definitely gotten Spinks from where he was.
You also shone a light on how little utility, though, they had at that point.
Yeah, just the flashes, right? They really tried to use that wall of smokes. Here it is again. Ton of utility outdoors. Only tabseN behind it. 24 kills on tabseN. 22 csworld.
Feels like the way csworld's playing, he hits this, but... Oh,
Snappy's in the open. Dangerous spot.
does he have a rotation?
No. Hades is actually looking outside. Snappy tucks into the corner, gets 2 kills at the very least. And that's going to draw Hades right into the scope of csworld. Now an M4 for Favin.
Oh, they've already got 2 on the rotate lower. Oh my god, is Madden just going to walk out?
Yes, he is.
Wow, he's fast.
He gets the bomb back.
Damn, the headshot.
Spinks trying to catch a player over towards Secret. That's the Tech 9 of tabseN.
Fast step from Deha.
Individual kills all over the place here, and last guy left is csworld. Bombs down on B. No teammates. Deagle and an op. 40 seconds to try and put this one together. And at least he finds an incendiary.
Oh, if he had the bomb, he would have gone heaven, right? That was Deha pushing the hut. He knew about it. And he can actually grab it, which is something. So he's got them playing 1-1 to sites. Madden's low, but he only has this Deagle. It's still going to be a hard kill. You know, pretty big mistake will have to be made. It looks like he's going to try to plant for control, but Decon swings open. Madden wins that. Dude, 2 critical kills in a row from Madden.
Yep.
Not easy shots. Instant to the head. They swing the round.
And they swing that lead. ENCE have it officially 13-12. 9 round wins on this CT side out of 10. Oh. The electric slide, that insta-kill on the bomb plant too, right? csworld didn't stand a damn chance. But there were much lesser weapons there for Big. That's one of those rounds they're not supposed to win, like the only one they did. So the inconsistencies in the gun rounds.
I like the fast crosses from Big. I think they've been getting a lot out of them.
Oh, but there's a gap this time. Deha has to dodge the flash, so a player does get by. Hades also offered the same opening, if not a bigger one, but a missed shot certainly won't help. Now it suddenly falls onto the shoulders of Spinks, and he loses the duel versus tabseN. They would love to sink their teeth deep into B. We've already got a CT downstairs. Hades caught with a nade out. It has to be Snappy again. Remember, 2 versus 5 from the CT side in a similar situation, but now way more emphasis on ramp. He turns his attention after getting that dink. So Favin and Tizian incredibly low, but Deha back turned, and tabseN kicked off this B hit. He ends this B hit, and finally a gun round from Big's T side on the scoreboard.
It is, and it is to tie up the game after having the lead for so long. Spinks doesn't win his duel versus Secret. Ramp ends up getting exploited. They're a bit too fast for Hades, who tries to get in quick. And even Madden, this man on your screen, is not enough to win this round. So, yeah, probably an important, op shot right here where they tactically do a good job of making that fight possible. And it was quite risky to try and cross. But once they got away with it, they already had 2 downstairs. And that was more than enough. And, oh, wow, money's not even that excellent for ENCE. So this one save could mean a lot. I don't even know if they buy. That's kind of interesting. I think they don't, because they can give up 14. They have an M4. They can invest slightly behind the M4 of Madden. This is Big's chance. Oh, they do buy. Oh, they had enough for an AWP on right. 80, so... Yeah, this is solid. They have 1 MP9. No big deal. I thought they had far less money than this. It's not a fun one, because this is probably match point riding on this round as well, but...
Oh, almost. Oh, he's snappy.
Oh, he gets away, and lots of damage.
Tizian trying to get creative.
They've got the early rotation downstairs. They're watching for the outside cross. One thing Big have been doing a good job of is really getting someone to lower almost every single one of these previous rounds. So this might weaken upstairs enough. The rotations are preemptive. And they've left Tizian to lurk inside the ramp too. Very good outpost position for him.
See if he comes back to haunt ENCE for now. Util right where it needs to be. Burns Spinks into the gunfight as he was waiting for someone to put their head into his crosshair. Madden, can he recover? He's had instrumental kills.
This might be a really risky but necessary rotation based on what we're seeing. However, Big are now starting to take it back down lower, which I think that might be overcomplicating the situation.
Snappy from the rafters. He's got a vent rotate already nearby. 5 players to come down ramp, and Snappy is just crouching, hiding, waiting, and now he knows they're coming. He sees the player to the right, deals with that. Hades comes in with a 1 and done. He's surviving. 2 kills from Snappy. 7 seconds. They fall down into Madden, and he ices this out. 14 for ENCE as they try to swarm into the B site and step on the landmine named Snappy.
And Madden switches up from the guy who had the bomb in his hand, who wasn't planting, to the first and primary threat to take him out first. An absolutely must-kill situation in both of these spots. And it's ENCE who pull through. Beautiful moves from Snappy. Such good confidence, patience, knowing that there was about 4 players running at him. To realize that peak was going to come through. That is a frustrating situation, straight up. This is the series on the line.
Not just any series, a win over the #2 ranked team in the world right now.
Yeah. And they're trying to put together at least a map.
At least one T side that they can be proud of, but this one continues to fall apart. Blink and you'll miss it. Round 28 already done. Searson's got something to offer, but not much to say from the entirety of Big. This is 15 for ENCE, 2 match points that they'll have to try and close out this series.
And there is every reason to hunt in this situation. Searson loses his gun. I think they have some money. I don't know if they can afford another one. Oh, this is a salt-inducing game, right? Big lead into actually some viable rounds. Situations they dropped. They got 2v5'd in the second half. They lose that round where they actually orchestrated it perfectly. It was one of the best rounds we've seen in the series. And they still lose to the Snappy hold, the Madden hold, into this fast loss, trying to crush upstairs.
Man, Snappy was so ice cold in that situation.
Seriously, that was
getting shot from the left and just focused on that dark corner.
As an individual on Mirage and here,
unshakable.
Absolutely. They've got a timeout to spare, but they might not have time to use it. This could be the last round for Big in this series. People will never know how close this 2-0 was for the upset. Investments in, how's it looking? I mean, they have used Searson. I mean, Searson's got the opening kill so many times in the second half. It hasn't amounted to anything. But now I'll have to do it with a rifle.
Dio gonna do something a little different. Spot gets called out. Plays the side of the smoke. And he's afforded a way to tuck right back in. He doesn't have any support here.
They have...
Next closest is Hades.
Yeah, they have Hades in hell.
Sphinx is coming.
All right.
Oh, D-Hud, this could be big. This could be huge. Tizian gets caught. Oh, but he recovers. Okay. Tizian recovers it. For a second, he had a grenade in his hand.
They've actually made it downstairs.
That's big. 4 players.
Oh, it's Snappy again.
He's always down here. Oh, he hears them fumbling around, rumbling on the other side of the double doors. But if Decon opens, we've got 2 players peeking him. They line up, and Snappy turns his attention. That should be him dead. Tizian gets the response. It's an even 3v3, and all they want is this B site just once. Sphinx catching the back of Crimbo. Then the flank comes through from Favin, and this one pulled in different directions, but it's evened out yet again. Oh, Sphinx waits. He doesn't know where that T's got off to. He tucks and he comes back. There's the frag to Tizian. Favin needs the clutch. Falls down, swaps to the AK, and now he's softened to 73, and he never sees Madden coming. ENCE with a comeback on Nuke, and no T side successful tonight between them and Big. These games